નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, today we will study the question number 9, that is of exercise 5.3. This is the topic of standard 10 chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. So in previous classes we have studied up to the question number 7, right? Today we will continue the question number 9. What is the question? The question is, if the sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first n terms. So here we have given the sum of the first 7 term, that is S7, that is equals to 49, and sum of the 17 term, first 17 terms, that is equals to 289. What we have to find out? Sum of the first n terms. See, here it is not clarified that how many total numbers are there. So n is not defined here. So we have to find out the Sn. So whatever we get in terms of n, right? So here we have to find out the value of Sn. Okay, so let us start. Whatever we have given S7 is equals to 49. So by using the formula, here we can use the formula, that is S7 is equals to 7 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N is equals to 7. So here we will get 7 minus 1, that is equals to 6 into d. Right? Now it is not compulsory for you to write down the formula. You can directly put the values. Okay, so S7 is equals to 49. 7 will remain as it is. If we take this 2 inside the bracket, then it will divide the 2a, that gives us a. 2 also divide the 6d, that gives us 3 into d. Why? Because there is an addition. So 2 will divide both this term. Now take this 7 to the left hand side, it will divide the 49. So 49 by 7, that is equals to 7. So here we get the 7. And what will remain here? A plus 3d. So here we get a plus 3d is equals to 7. And it will become our equation number 1. Right? In the same way, now do the same thing for the S17. S17 is equals to 17 upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 2a plus n minus 1. N is equals to 17 and 17 minus 1 is equals to 16 into d. Okay, again take this 2. S17 is equals to 289. Take this 2 inside the bracket. It will divide the 2a, that gives us a. Also divide by 16, divide by 2 gives us 8d. Okay, now take this 17 to the left hand side. It will divide the 289. 289 divided by 17 is equals to 17. So here we will get another equation, a plus 8d is equals to 17. Give it equation number 2. Now we have two equations with the two variables a and d. This will become a pair of linear equation in two variables. Now we can solve it by the elimination method. So we can directly subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. By doing this, we get a plus 8d is equals to 17, a plus 3d is equals to 7. Now change the sign, this all the terms become minus. So a minus a is 0, 8d minus 3d is equals to 5d, 17 minus 7 is equals to 10. And therefore, we get the value of d is equals to 2. Now put this value of d in equation number 1. By putting in equation number 1, we will get a plus 3d. 3d means 3 into 2. 3 2s are 6. A plus 6 is equals to 7. Therefore, the value of a we will get is equals to 1. Now, we have the value of a, value of d. We have to find out the Sn. Write down the formula of Sn. Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, put down the value of a and d. So, we get n by 2 as it is. 2 into a, that means 2 into 1. So 2 ones are 2 plus n minus 1, d is equals to 2. Now multiply this 2 inside the bracket or take this 2 inside the bracket. So outside n will remain as it is. 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. N minus 1 into 2 divided by 2, that is equals to n minus 1. Now 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. Outside the bracket n, inside the bracket is also n. N into n is equals to n square. And which value is this? This is the value of Sn. So in this way we get the Sn is equals to n square. Right? Okay. Okay. So let us study the question number 11. And what is the question? Question is, if the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square. So we have given the sum of the first n term Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. What is the first term? We have to find out the value of the first term, that is S1. Also we have to find out the value of S1, and we have to check the value of the first term and S1 both are equal or not. What else we have to find out? What is the sum of the first two terms? That is, we have to find out the S2. What is the second term? We have to find out the value of A2. Similarly, find the third and the 10th and the nth term. Also, we have to find out the value of third term, 10th term and value of an. So here see, we do not given the value of the first term and the common difference. Instead of that, we have given the value of first n terms in the term of n. That means using this formula, we can find out the sum of any number of the terms. Like for the first term, if we use n is equals to 1, then we get S1 is equals to 4 into 1 minus 1 square. What is S1? S2 means the sum of the first two terms. S3 means the sum of the first three terms. What is S1? S1 means the sum of the first term. That means first term itself. So S1 is equals to what we get? 4 ones are 4 minus 1, that is equals to 3. And that will become the first term of the AP. So the value of the first term and S1 both will become the equal, and that is equals to 3. And that question is asked here in the question, that the value of the first term is equal to S1. Yes, both the values of the first term and S1 are equal for any arithmetic progression. Okay, so we get the value of S1. In the same way, if we want to find out the sum of first two terms, first term and second term, then we have to use n is equals to 2. So S2 is equals to, now instead of n, we have to put 2. So 4 into 2 minus 2 square. 4 into 2 is 8, 2 square is equals to 4. So the S2 is equals to 4. That means the sum of first term and second term is equals to 4. Now, how to find out the value of the second term? Right? So second term value we can get as S2 is what? The addition of first two term. So S2 is equals to A1 plus A2. Now we have the value of S2, that is equals to 4. Value of A1, that is equals to A is 3 and A2. Take this 3 to the left hand side, we get the A2 is equals to 1. Right? So using the sum formula, A1 plus A2 is equals to S2, we can find out the value of second term. In another way also we can find out the value of the second term. And what is that way? A2 can be also written down as sum of the first two term minus sum of the first term. Right? So what is S2? S2 is 4. What is S1? S1 is 3, and subtraction of both is equals to 1. So in this way also we get the value of A2 second term, that is equals to 1, and here also we get the same value of A2, that is equals to 1. So this is the new way to find out the value of the term. And what is that way? If we want to find out the value of the second term, we have to subtract the sum of the first two term minus sum of the first term. Okay, We will understand it by taking another sums. Okay, now we have to find out the value of A3 by this method. So how we can write down A3? S3. Now use this formula for the 3. N is equals to 3. In the way we get the value of the first three terms. So S3 is equals to 4 into 3 minus 3 square. This is equals to 12. 3 square is equals to 9. So the sum of the first three term is equals to 3. Now according to this formula, we can get the value of A3 is equals to sum of the first three term minus sum of the first two terms. Right? Logically, it is also we can write down that to get the third term, what we can do, we have to subtract the sum of the first two term from the sum of the first three terms. Right? So what will remain? Third term will remain. So now put the value of S3, that is equals to 3. S2 is equals to 4. 3 minus 4 is equals to minus 1. So using this formula, we can get the value of A3. Again, we have to find out the value of A10. So A10 is equals to, now we know that A10 we can write down as S10 minus S9. Find out the value of both this S10 and S9. S10 is equals to, now in this formula we have to put n is equals to 10. So S10 is equals to 4 into 10, that is equals to 40, and 10 square is equals to 100. So S10 is equals to minus 60. Same way we have to find out S9. S9 is equals to, instead of n, now we have to put 9. So 9 fours are 36 and 9 square is equals to 81. Subtraction of both is equals to minus 45. So the value of S9 is equals to 45. Put down both the values of S10 and S9 in this formula. So we get A10 is equals to minus 60 minus of minus 45. Minus 60 plus 45, that is equals to minus 15. So in this way we get the value of A10 and that is equals to minus 15. Okay? Okay. Now we have to find out the value of AN. Okay. What is Sn? Sn is equals to 4n minus n square. And how we can write down An? An is equals to Sn minus Sn minus 1. This is the same thing in which we find out the value of An. How we can write down the value of A10? If we can write down A10 is equals to S10 minus S9. That means whatever here we have to subtract 1 from that. In the same way for An, we can write down Sn minus Sn minus 1. So now use this formula for n and n minus 1. For n, it is remains as it is. For n minus 1, we have to find out the value. So Sn minus 1 is equals to 4. Instead of n, now we have to put n minus 1 minus n minus 1 square. Now multiply it. 4n minus 4. By expanding this, we get n square minus 2n plus 1. By opening this bracket, 4n minus 4 remains as it is. N square minus plus 2n minus 1. Okay, so now this minus n square remains as it is. 4n plus 2n is equals to 6n minus 4 minus 1, that is equals to minus 5. So this is the value of Sn minus 1. Now put down the value of Sn minus 1 and Sn in this formula. So we get An is equals to, what is Sn? Sn is equals to 4n minus n square, and Sn minus 1 value is this, minus n square plus 6n minus 5. By subtracting both the values, now we will get 4n minus n square. This will become plus n square, plus minus minus 6n, minus minus plus 5. Now simplify this. N square will cancel. 5 will remain as it is. 4n minus 6n, that is equals to minus 2n. And this is the value of An. So in this way, whenever we have given the sum, in this way, we can find out the sum of the any terms by putting the value of n. Whatever we put here, as a n, we have to put the same value of n this side also, right? So this is all about this lecture. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us.